And hello everybody, welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Shadows live stream. Today we are gonna take a look of the new item reset in the Animus exchange. Just before the title update 1.0.8 is hitting live, and I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, so yeah, this live stream might not be that long, but long enough so we can check the items that are coming into the game. But first, let's load into the game, and after that we are ready to roll. And the reset is happening in approximately 3 minutes 30 seconds, something like that. So yeah, definitely remember to smash the like button, that would be much appreciated. And if you feel fancy, you always can subscribe for more. Also, my channel is eligible for the hyping feature in YouTube. So if you're watching this later and you want to hype this video, please do so. Let's go. And also I think we are gonna raid Raptor. He's gonna be streaming Hollow Knight Silksong with the gameplay, so the thumbnail is actually looking pretty interesting. And also the Animus anomalies are resetting in 4 hours, 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So, because I'm on sick leave today, yeah, we are gonna do a second live stream after the exchange. So, let's see, 2 minutes, well, less than 2 minutes, and we are getting brand new selection of items for the weeklies and for the dailies. 4 for the weeklies and 2 for the dailies. Alright. I think most of the things have been done in the settings. I just need to add the game. Take my tripod for my phone so I can read the chat a little bit better. And hey Zylak, how are you? Welcome to live stream. Hopefully you are doing well. And like always, we are gonna raid Raptor. He's not streaming Assassin's Creed Shadows, but Hollow Knight Silksong. So I will select that live stream after this one. And of course Wolf Raid when we go in there with the boom and bang bang bang. Good. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I think it might have to do something with the military exercise that I was taking part of. We were standing in the rain with wet clothes, sleeping with the windows open, so yeah, probably not the smartest choices that could be made, but it is what it is, so yeah, so let's see. So yeah, a little bit tired, a little bit under the weather, but other than that, I am doing fine. So here we go, and we have Perennial Blossom headpiece for Yasuke. So this is the first time we are seeing this Yasuke headpiece from the Sakura pack in the Animus exchange. Hey Galactus 2.0. How are you and welcome to the live stream. And second item, it is for Naue, Kain, Kusarigama. Again, I don't even know how many times we have seen this, but the chest piece for Yasuke, Crimson Scales armor from Sekiryu pack. Ooh, but the helmet, this helmet is looking interesting. Gabuto of the Summit Spirit. That is actually pretty nice, so we are definitely taking a look how these actually are in the game. And last but not least, the dailies burned beech tree, and again the Red Bull wooden plague, plus 45% adrenaline gain at night. I am a little bit under the weather, but other than that I am doing okay. So, Kabuto of the Summit Spirit, restore 5% health with excess adrenaline gain. That is actually pretty interesting. If it's every time we are gaining adrenaline, we are getting 5% converted into health. That actually might be pretty useful. But let's see. Perennial Blossom headpiece plus 20% of adrenaline chunk when damaged. Plus 35% damage when surrounded by 2 or more enemies. So if you are taking everybody with stealth, trying to avoid huge conflicts, then this is not for you. But let's take a look. So let's go to the Yasuke. So we have Tengu, the headpiece. Yeah, I am definitely taking this out of the two. It is actually looking pretty insane. JJL, hello. I'm excited for the season animal Blue Akita and the Black Akita. And I don't remember from which pack the Blue Akita was, but let's take a look soon. I am personally more or less skipping the hideout stuff. But here, the Sakura pack. So, it is looking like this in the game with Yasuke. Did you also go to you? No, I didn't got the invite, and I wouldn't been able to go anyways because I was in the mandatory military exercise. So yeah. So unfortunately, no, I wasn't there in the Bordeaux studio. Yeah, it is very Pinocchio. Alright, so let's see. Allies, utilities, hideout. Did you mean JJL? Did you mean this Blue Akita, the winter one? It is actually pretty cute. And let's see. I mean, one that I'm willing to buy is gonna be this one, but I think this is Fox with the dragon outfit. Because that is so unique, I gotta have it at some point. Alright, access the category. Seki Ryu. Nope. I think... Oh, it is the AQ one. Got it. So, four seasons and AQ Akita. And the daily is... I mean, come on. Selling these individually in the Animus exchange, it is... Honestly, it is quite ridiculous in my opinion. So, yeah. So, let's see. Back to Yasuke. So, we have this one, the headpiece, but I am personally gonna skip this one, and instead I am gonna buy this helmet. I brought him bought him individually rather than in the pack when they had the recent sale in the Helix store. Oh, that is actually really smart. The Dragon Fox. Yeah. Did you see the AC Mirrors Discovery Tour mode? I am still... Well, I did see some. I haven't played it myself, so... Yeah, it is nice to have free stuff in the game. And honestly, AC Mirage is so underrated in my opinion. It was actually a pretty good game. There was totally unnecessary space in the world, in the map, but other than that, it was a great game in my opinion. Oh, I totally did forget to buy the helmet from here. But yeah, it is under work, so let's buy it. Bye keys. I like the tools focus. Nice. But yeah, I definitely have to check it later. Meaning tomorrow or Saturday. Of course, depending when Ubisoft is dropping the patch notes for the title update 1.0.8. Because yeah, limited time, and always when I have a little fever or I am under the weather, more or less, yeah, it is like snail pace. But perennial blossom headpiece for Yasuke, Kain Kusarigama for Naue, Crimson Scales armor for Yasuke, and Gabuto of Summit Spirit for Yasuke. Also burned Beech Tree and Red Bull Wooden Plague on the dailies. So let's see. Alright, we definitely have to customize the look. It is actually going pretty well with the Crimson Scales armor, in my opinion, if you don't have the full set. Also, this sculpt work. It is actually going with the Cinder Oni armor as well. And also with the Oni's flesh. Alright, let's keep that look. So let's take a look. Down. And I actually like the hair on the helmet. And we totally need an option to keep some parts of the helmet like the hair effect. Oh, let's see. Focus length. So, not bad. And let's try out the perk. That wasn't the perk, that was Kenocho. That is actually dead in this save file, but I am still able to use it because it is the New Game Plus Plus. I am thinking of buying the Yasuke's mask and Kusarigama. What do you think? totally up to you. I didn't pre-order the AC Shadows. I will have to buy the Claws of Avachi DLC. What do you think of the price? I think it is gonna be like $20. I am actually surprised if it's more than $20. Okay, so as you can see, that is actually a huge increase in health. Oh my god, that is actually pretty good. That helmet is insane. Alright, and I think I did forget to change the difficulty after I finished everything. Of course, I have some contracts on the map that I am planning to do at some point. I have a lot of plans, but it is definitely hard to keep up with everything. Alright, so let's go to the options, gameplay. Ooh, didn't like sound of that one. Alright, to the map. Let's see if we can change the difficulty if we are, for example, in Kakurega. But yeah, that is only an estimate. It might be $40 like the Dawn of Ragnarok was for AC Valhalla. But most of the DLCs for Valhalla were $20, so I think it is. Personally, I think and I hope it is $20 for the players who did not pre-order the game or didn't receive the bonus. So yeah, and $40, yeah, that is not ideal by any means, in my opinion. Alright, so let's go to the nightmare, and let's apply. Oh, thank you, Galactus. And I will do my best to get it out as soon as possible when I know more, when I have the access, or if I have the access. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I will definitely give my input when it is out. But yeah, let's test the Spirit Helmet. At least on normal difficulty, it was actually insanely good. It shouldn't be affecting that much on the Nightmare or even the story mode, so alright, we did drop some health as intended, well, kind of. So yeah, that is definitely insane. So when our adrenaline is totally full, we are getting health back 5%, everything that is going over the max adrenaline. So, okay, this will be a game changer in Nightmare difficulty, in my opinion. Really, really good helmet. And yeah, the adrenaline gainage thingy for Yasuke, it can be useful, but out of 2 head pieces for Yasuke, I think this is much better. Especially on the expert and nightmare difficulties. And in my opinion, it is looking much better as well. So there's that. And yeah, let's go into the Animus exchange again. Sorry, I'm coughing a little bit, and I don't mean I'm the Pokemon coughing. But yeah, like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather, so... Okay, so that guy out. Let's take some damage. There we go. And now we are gaining adrenaline once again. Almost back to full health. And we are playing on nightmare difficulty. So you can still use the abilities as you normally would. And in case you are getting full adrenaline, you are getting health back. So, in my opinion, that helmet is actually... It is definitely the highlight of the week. No problem, bro. Thank you, thank you. And this actually was the first time I didn't have to fight with my employer to get sick days. So that was also surprising in a positive way. But yeah, I definitely will. And yeah, Ubisoft has to do something with this. I hate when Yasuke is going on middle of the rooftops and it is just so slow. I absolutely hate that. Alright, let's get out of here. And I will show... Oh, come on, Yasuke. Well, I was gonna change to now anyway, so... Let's take a look of the Kusarigama, and I initially thought I would be using it a lot, but in fact I have been using Kusarigama least of my weapons. My favorite is still the Tanto Hidden Blade combination, and yeah, also the long katana. Well, katana is good second in my opinion. So there, Kain Kusarigama, and I also have instantly charged posture attacks when hitting multiple enemies applied on that one. And here we have more than... Okay, so that damage was actually insane. It took almost the weaker targets on nightmare difficulty with one hit. Okay, so that just happened. Lol. LOL. And yeah, Yasuke learning to Leap of Faith, that would be amazing in the upcoming DLCs. I highly doubt it is gonna happen in the Claws of Awachi, but perhaps in the next ones. I mean, there is so much that can be done story-wise. We are definitely not getting rid of the Tanto, because I need my Tanto and Hidden Blade. Right, let's try again. And boom, boom, boom. So, it can definitely be useful, this Kusarigama, in that type of situations, but it is definitely not ideal to go against multiple enemies with Naue. Although the Kusarigama, it is looking pretty darn good, in my opinion. The flames... is that like cinder sparking? Not embering, I am actually not sure. In Finland we would say hiilos, because those are not like sparks but little embers. But yeah, definitely a solid weapon, and weapons are always good out of the weeklies. Yasuke isn't really built for the climbing. Well, we could go how realistic everything is in the AC, but it would be like quality of life improvement. I'm not asking him to parkour like Naue, like with climbing, with all of the agility that Naue has. I am just asking him to be able to run on the rooftop even a little bit faster, because that is like sneaking pace. It is going like this when he could go like this and not this. So like midway, if that makes any sense. Boom! And let's disappear the greatest magician that ever lived. Naue the Swift. I don't think they are gonna find us, but still. Yeah, tiptoeing, but it also doesn't make sense. It makes sense on the sneaking aspect, but for the balance thing, well, I am personally somebody who's afraid of heights. And yeah, tiptoeing on the rooftops or higher levels. Yeah, no. I would say much better for the balance would be going like semi-sideways with your feet. Okay, we are still in combat, because those guys are a bunch of wombats. Ooh, that rhymed. So let's kill everybody. There we go, there we go. So let's do the Kuchikiri. Well, I'm not gonna do it, the AI is gonna do it. So I will catch up with the chat. You're right, Salak. I was wishing I only just noticed the cool echo sound. What echo sound? Climbing pickaxe for Yasuke is... Ooh, yeah, that actually would be fantastic. Unlike Naue's rope. I mean... The story could evolve, so Yasuke would get a hook blade instead of the hidden blade. So he could climb like in the previous AC games. That actually would be amazing. Or the pickaxe. I am fine with whatever. but making Yasuke a little bit better on those situations could be amazing, because the characters are still yeah. So, in case somebody's just joining in, let's go to the weeklies. Please reply, is the fast forward. That is not in the game yet. It is coming with the title update 1.0.8. That is coming probably next week. Of course, we don't have any solid release date, not yet, but they said beginning of the September. So before the close of Abachi DLC. So only logical timing would be 9th of September. And if not next Tuesday, then the next most logical timing would, well, it would have to be 11th of September, aka Thursday, with the item reset. Hopefully that answered your question, nobody. No, it is not available now. Thank you, Silac, thank you. So, Perennial Blossom headpiece, and I probably did butcher that one, but whatever. Headgear for Yasuke from the Sakura pack, plus 20% off on Adrenaline Chunk when damaged. But in my opinion, much better option can be found down below. Gabudo of Summit Spirit, legendary helmet for Yasuke from the Tengu pack. Tengu pack. Restore 5% health when excess adrenaline gain. And I already did so. That perk, it is working, and it is working fantastically. So, also we were using Kain Kusarigama with Naue, plus 35% damage when surrounded by 2 or more enemies. And yeah, it works, but that is not ideal situation for Naue, in my opinion. Again, God knows how many times this has been in the selection, but Crimson Scales armor for Yasuke from the Sekuryu pack, 3% chance to instantly kill with posture attacks. And yeah, 3% it is minimal. On the dailies we have this. Well, let's say this tree has seen better days, but yeah, it is on sale for, see, oh my god, the pricing, 600 keys for basically a stick. No, thank you. On the second daily, epic amulet for Yasuke, Red Bull Wooden Plague, plus 45% adrenaline gain at night. And that actually could work on night time perfectly with this one. Even close to death. Yeah, I think this is gonna be like immortal build for Yasuke using these and some other things for adrenaline gain. So yeah, a stick of truth. So those were the weeklies, and now I think it is perfect time to end the live stream, but don't go anywhere. We are gonna raid Troll Raptor, who's playing Hollow Knight Silksong, or watching that. I'm not sure. The title of his stream is saying Hollow Knight Silksong gameplay ... Silksong Hollow Knight. So, let's see what's that. And thank you for watching. Hopefully you got everything out of this one as promised. And we are gonna come back with the anomalies in 3 hours and less than 30 minutes. So, thanks again and see you at chores. Bye bye. Yo, David. We are just about to end the stream, but thank you for popping by, and we are raiding Chore Raptor right now.